The arrival in England of Dennis Bergkamp is simply one more example of the increasingly high regard with which our game is held on the continent. He brings to Arsenal power, pace, and a proven ability to score when it matters most. Dennis Bergkamp is the youngest of the recent imports into the Premier League, and he's by far the most gifted. Arsenal have bought football's top gun. Now just 26, Bergkamp's meteoric rise to stardom began while playing for Ajax juniors.
Nou, het was op een zaterdagmiddag. Ik speelde tegen DWS A1 in die competitie. En ik had best een leuke wedstrijd en ik werd gewisseld in de rust. Ik denk, waarvoor is dat nou? Cor van der Hart, die was trainer toen. En die zegt, nou, je bent gewisseld omdat je morgen bij het eerste moet zijn. Nou, vanaf dat moment had je maar één gedachte en dat was de volgende dag, hoe dat zou lopen.
Muren van Schip, links goed voorgegeven. Met God is die bal kwijt. En een goal. Fout van Edward Met God had die bal moeten pakken.
Dennis was born in Amsterdam and brought up within a family where football was a top priority. When deciding upon a name for their child, it was to the Manchester United striker of the time, Dennis Law, that his parents looked for inspiration. They just spelt it slightly wrong.
Bergkamp. Even los van Jan Mulder, zijn tegenstander. En dan maakt hij onmiddellijk gebruik van Dennis Bergkamp.
Following a spell with local Dutch amateur teams, it was the talent scouts of Ajax who were to sign up the football prodigy. He made his full debut at the age of 16. Those early appearances for Ajax revealing the raw talent on which this famous club would invest so much time and effort.
Scholt achter de bal voor de vrije trap. Dennis Bergkamp.
Doubters said his slight frame would make him an easy target for over-physical defenders, though firstly they had to catch him. For the young Dennis, it was simple. Football was his destiny.
Voor mij was het ook eigenlijk een droom om het te worden. En in zoverre dat je altijd aan het voetballen bent, maar ik heb nooit echt zozeer een idool gehad van die wil ik zijn of wat ook. Wat je van andere jongetjes wel hoorde van ik ben Cruyff of ik ben Maradona of zo. Dat heb ik nooit gehad. Je had dan in de jeugd dat je veel scoorde in het elftal. En ja, dat kwam met name door mijn snelheid. Dus mij zochten ze heel vaak. Maar ik was niet te beroerd om een bal af te geven. Ik was ook niet echt een pingelaar of zo. Ik hield meer van 2, 3 keer raken dan een bal bij me, wat ik ook gewoon minder kon.
Bergkamp. En Bergkamp, prima! Acht minuten en het is 1-0, want tackle van Sanchez Torres was niet afdoende om Bergkamp te stuiten. En van 18 meter is het dan raak. Ja, Witsche wacht wel erg lang. Maar komt vervolgens toch langs Albers. En dan is Bergkamp daar met 3-0. En Bergkamp vrij is. En dat moet je niet doen, want dan is het 7.
Wouters. Willems, Wouters, Bergkamp, afmaken. 3-1. En zo krijgt Ajax PSV toch een wervelend slot. Prima goal dit, goed uitgespeeld.
Roy kijkt. Wat levert de dop? Mooie aangesneden bal. Bergkamp 3-0. Wouters, nog 10 minuten. Bergkamp trekt het gat, sleurt Vries de weg uit het hart van de verdediging, waardoor Wouters zelf kan gaan. Bergkamp, ja, het is een schoonheid. Een prachtige goal, aangegeven door uitblinker Jan Wouters. Nou, Beenhakker, een lachje mag er ook af. Wouters, de motor van dit Ajax. Bergkamp en één vloeiende beweging. 2 man het bos in. En zo wint Ajax volkomen verdiend.
Kijk, het kost altijd wel tijd wat tijd om mensen te overtuigen wat ik kon. Soms gaat het bij mensen, bij voetballers, nou, noem een Brian Roy. Als je die 1 wedstrijd ziet, die kan in 1 wedstrijd al laten zien wat die kan en ja, wat zijn kwaliteiten zijn. En bij mij ging dat meer over een bepaald gedeelte. Dus dat ik een paar wedstrijden achter elkaar een goede prestatie had of wat dan.
It didn't take long for Bergkamp to establish himself as a vital ingredient of an Ajax club looking to emulate the great success of Johan Cruyff's era of the 70s. Home fans idolised him, and as proof of their fear for him, opposing fans would boo every time he was on the ball. Increasingly, as his reputation for being one of the most dangerous players in the Dutch league grew, so did the willingness of his opponents to stop him any way they could. Dennis was keen to prove that he wasn't lightweight and soon learned to give as good as he got when it came to the more physical side of the game. Always tightly marked, Bergkamp's growing upper body strength became more and more vital. But as the man who in the eyes of the Ajax fans was the new Cruyff, he still found himself on the end of brutal tackles.
Menzo de Boer. Bergkamp maakt zich los. Bergkamp, wat een paas. Bergkamp, het is raak, het is 1-0 voor Ajax.
Ik kijk naar de ruimte in eerste instantie, waar die ligt. Nou, die lag aan die kant. Ja, dan krijg je die paas precies op maat en dan doe je die 1 tegen 1 tegen de keeper. Dan beslis je in een seconde wat je dan doet, stiften of schieten.
Ajax would find themselves depending on Dennis's ability to create something out of nothing. The team had other stars, but if Bergkamp was marked out of a game, Ajax struggled to keep pace with sides like PSV Eindhoven. Dennis was the player most often feared by opposing coaches. For his own part, he found it frustrating to see his attacking efforts blunted by some less than subtle tackling. His flair and work rate got Ajax through many a close encounter, but even that wasn't always enough. In Holland, as in England, losing a match against one of your closest rivals leaves even the most famous players full of regret.
Dan ga je beseffen dat je gewoon verloren hebt. 2 punten minimaal. Terwijl je er toch wel heel dichtbij was. En je hebt een klein persoonlijk succesje, en dat is dan Nico. En het feit dat hij die wedstrijd lekker gespeeld heeft.
But Bergkamp and Ajax were winners. In the 1990-91 season, he scored 25 goals in just 33 appearances, and in 1992 was crowned European Footballer of the Year after scoring 24 goals in 30 games. For 3 years, he was top goalscorer in Holland and was voted Dutch Player of the Year on more than one occasion.
Beste speler, Eredivisie jaar 1992, Dennis Bergkamp, Ajax.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Picking up awards became second nature to him, yet he always felt most at home on the pitch.
Nou, ook weer niet. Ja, wel leuk hoor, maar dat je die erkenning hebt. Maar het is toch iets wat je niet graag doet. Je voetbalt liever. En dit zijn dingen waarvan je zegt, blij als het over is.
Ajax-coach Louis van Gaal summed up Bergkamp's qualities.
Hij heeft snelheid. Hij heeft een doelgerichtheid in zijn acties. Hij heeft overzicht. Hij weet het juiste moment te bepalen wanneer hij diep moet gaan of niet. En als hij aan de bal is, kan hij ook het spel nog verdelen. Hij zou alleen wat meer tweebenig moeten zijn, wat ik dan functioneel tweebenig noem. Hij passeert wat moeilijk aan de linkerkant. Maar hij kan ook wel met links scoren. Dat heeft hij zeker het laatste jaar geleerd.
Throughout his career at Ajax, Dennis scored some memorable goals. Just occasionally he was provoked by crude challenges into retaliating and arguing with referees.
Roy, en nu weer een sprintduel. Bergkamp en Verrips. En dan heeft Bergkamp hens gemaakt, zegt Wegereef. En dan toont hij hem.
This a rare sight. Bergkamp sees red. He's off.
Situatie, scheidsrechter toch. Dit is niet bewust in feite die bal meenemen.
The Bergkamp secret ingredient is surprise. His speed is there for all to see, but defenders and goalkeepers never know what to expect with the final shot. Will it be driven into a top corner, or will it be one of those subtle and deadly chips over the advancing keeper?
Steun hem. Jansen van der Leur. Dan zat daar Kreek tussen. Jong met deze paas op Bergkamp. Bergkamp, moeilijke hoek nu. En scoort. En dat is een mooie goal van Bergkamp.
Blind de Boer. Bergkamp. Ineens. Ja, 2-0. Dat zijn de mooiste. Die zo uit de lucht worden opgepakt. En het is weer zo'n lange paas. Ineens gegeven. Zoals in het boekje is bedacht. En opgeschreven. En zoals meer en meer wordt uitgevoerd. Bergkamp. Boom. 2-0. Jonk. De doeltrap van Loon. Bergkamp is de bedoeling. Daar was Weimer eventjes, maar die werd eruit gelopen. En toch 3-1. Pettersson op aangeven van Bergkamp. En Van Loon pakt er ook zijn deel. Toch even ook weer de treffer die Ajax nodig had. Om het allemaal wat meer te kleuren. En Bergkamp doet het natuurlijk schitterend. Pettersson 3-1.
For Ajax fans, one goal against RKC was talked about long after Dennis left Holland for Italy.
Met een prachtig stiftballetje. Hij staat erbij, kijkt ernaar, kan er wel om lachen. 2,5 minuut in de blessuretijd. Met een doelpunt van
ja, wat iedereen zegt, een wereldgoal tegen RKC gemaakt op een stiftballetje. En dan ben je niet zo blij, omdat het de 5e goal was, geloof ik. Dat was 5-0. Dan dat je de eerste maakt in een, bijvoorbeeld. Dan geeft het gewoon wat extra's. Je bent wel met die wedstrijd bezig. En op het moment dat je dan een gelijkmaker maakt of ja, de winst kan bezorgen bij je club of bij je team, dan geeft dat gewoon iets extra's.
Dennis was to win many honours with Ajax. They beat Lokomotiv Leipzig in 1987 to win the European Cup Winners' Cup final and reached the final a year later again when they lost 1-0 to Mechelen. In 1992, they beat Torino on the away goals rule to lift the UEFA Cup. Dennis missed the second leg of that game due to injury, and a year later, when they came to defend their title against Auxerre in the quarter-final, there was still a question mark over his level of fitness. Ajax lost the first leg 4-2 and knew they had a mountain to climb if they were to win the second leg and enter the semi-finals. Well, they'll certainly need something early from this man, the menace, Dennis Bergkamp. Guerrero, number 6, his man, marker, and not too far wide, Bergkamp. Mark Overmars on the right wing, Dutch international. Bergkamp again battles for it. Guerrero gets the foot in. Olflen, the midfield holder. Bergkamp again, inside Prunier, and Bergkamp getting closer by the minute. Prunier. Bad ball away. Bergkamp industrious. There's their captain, another mistake. De Boer. There's Bergkamp on the edge of the box to the spot. Overmars there, far post. Overmars header. Bergkamp on! It's off the bar! Can they force it out? Martini, the keeper, nowhere. And Kuhnert away. That's a wicked challenge. Guerrero once again. Bergkamp knew what to expect from this aggressive Auxerre defender. He has the reputation as a tough tackler and the yellow card. And for Bergkamp, only the pain. Whoa. Well, is that a penalty? Guerrero all over Dennis Bergkamp like a rash. And the referee says nothing. Guerrero sprawling against Bergkamp. And it's double Dutch for Dennis. He cannot understand that. Bergkamp, Prunier this time. Bergkamp, red and white, and blue all over. This time away from Guerrero. First time in the game, shrugs him off. Bergkamp chips far post. Not too far wide by De Boer. Bergkamp in the drop deep, and time is ticking away. Guerrero again there with him. Olflen. Pedersen will hold it. Will flick it off to Bergkamp. Guerrero in two minds, and this time it's Coquart who impedes Dennis Bergkamp. He needs more protection from the referee. By fair means or foul, the French are trying to stop it. Olflen now with the free kick. Pedersen is in there, so too Bergkamp. And De Boer round the back, De Boer! 1-0 Ajax! De Boer came from nowhere, and at last we have a game on our hands. Crept in unnoticed, 1-0 to the Dutchman. It was a lovely ball from Siloy, and Bergkamp shrugs off Guerrero. Great first touch, the left foot shot, and Bruno Martini sprawled down well to his left. It's not been Dennis Bergkamp's night so far. So, his time ticking away. Oh, he's clashed again with Prunier. It's been one of those nights. Pedersen! It's just over again! One goal would do in these dying seconds. Overmars will look again for Bergkamp in the middle. Siloy it is. Bergkamp waits, it comes to him. The first one's blocked, handball surely. Martini saves. And could that be the last chance for Ajax? Dutroux didn't like the handball, neither did Bella. And the full-time whistle blows. And Ajax are out. And Guerrero celebrates. The Dutchmen go, mainly because of the treatment meted out to Dennis Bergkamp. When the disappointment of failure in Europe had waned, there was no better way to forget defeat than to relax and meet your fans. Soon another crucial match against Ajax's big rivals, Feyenoord. Rivalry between the two sides so intense with so much at stake. Passions really rampant early on. Place in the cup final for the winners. Bergkamp. Oh, Vitsko with a wicked challenge. Bergkamp so clearly the target for Feyenoord early on.
Frank de Boer. Nou, Ronald de Boer.
De Boer.
En dus ook Van Gobbel daar.
Peterson.
Davies.
Good burst away from his man. Oh, John de Wolf has just taken him out there. So cynically. And the Wolfman is a howling and a prowling so far. International squad colleagues. They're not friends today, Bergkamp and John de Wolf. Bergkamp makes his run. Out of Rayford, still Bergkamp, can he turn it back in? Pedersen to the far post and De Hoy claims. Good burst by Bergkamp. It's a bit route one from the keeper, but Bergkamp's first to it. Needs support here. And again it's clutched by De Hoy. Well, Rayford is stuck with Dennis Bergkamp throughout. If he can lose his man marker, then Ajax will have the advantage. It could be so devastating, Bergkamp. Oh, there seemed to be there a punch thrown in the box. Johnny Method in the background coming in to calm things down. Well, would you like to meet that man on a dark night? John de Wolf. The referee here, trying to calm things down. Chance for Ajax then, from the corner. Away. Bergkamp, away from Method. And Rayford. Method standing deep. He's played it to Pedersen. Chance here. Davies is through. It's in. Ajax have scored. Beautiful movement. And Bergkamp played his part in it again. Dennis Bergkamp. Oh, something's been thrown from the crowd. A couple of guilders, I think. I don't know whether Dennis Bergkamp needs them. A beautiful turn. Here's Pedersen, the first time ball in, and Davies beats Ed De Hoy. De Boer. Bergkamp the flick to Pedersen. And Peterson and Bergkamp onside! Dennis Bergkamp! Bergkamp! That was magnificent! The finish was superb! Onside, Feyenoord, they're trap beaten. He started it with the flick. Now look for the run to the left. Pedersen holds it up. Peterson slots it through. Feyenoord very square, a beautiful roll of the foot. And Bergkamp scores. They look for Bergkamp again. He really has been the difference. Vicka, he's away from him. He's away from De Wolf. Method out of position. Vicka trying to chase back on him. Bergkamp, oh, one-on-one with the keeper. Surely a penalty. Vicka drags him down from behind. It's not given. Bergkamp cannot believe it. Vicka had one bite there. De Wolf and Johnny Method, well, he's well between them, left them for dead. And it's Vicka who comes back at him with great pace. Bergkamp so strong in the stride. That has to be a penalty. Certainly contact by Robbie Vicka. We was robbed, says Dennis Bergkamp. And the referee, he played the ball, son.
Ja, ik zei zoiets van, nou, dat is toch een penalty? Hij zei, nee, echt niet, Dennis, ik speel echt de bal, serieus. Ik zeg, nou, volgens mij niet. Dan neem je mijn been mee. Hij zegt, ja, dat kan wel, maar... toch echt de bal. Ik zeg, nou...
Seedorf. Still Seedorf, uncharted territory for him, this, he's all alone! Seedorf, De Wolf is trailing! Seedorf, Bergkamp must be, De Hoy somehow kept it out! Bergkamp with the run, screaming for it here. Seedorf lays it into his path, and De Hoy blocked it. Feyenoord chasing, and again caught lumbering at the back. Look at De Wolf, and Bergkamp's away from him again. Bergkamp alone against De Hoy, who saves. Good save by the Dutch international. Once again, Bergkamp foil. Took it into his stride, good first touch. And then it just sat up awkwardly for him. De Boer. Faced by Johnny Method. Two doing all the way forward there. Davies, Bink, no one back for Feyenoord. De Hoy's last stand, Bink and Bergkamp, and Ajax are strolling it.
Handzoen van Bergkamp voor Fink.
Bergkamp always aware, looking to see where the defenders are. Great vision, and the simplest of finishes. Can they get another here? Rolofsson's gone forward, so too Method. Both out of it. Bergkamp, surely another. Dennis Bergkamp, round De Hoy. Can he finish from the tightest of angles? And still Louis van Gaal not happy. He's making a note of that. Ajax through, 5-0. They're into the final against SC Heerenveen.
Kijk. Ja, moet ik nog even plaatsen straks, hoor. Jullie? Ja, ik ga nou even plaatsen. Twee calls, hoor, die Davies.
3 years into his Ajax career, Dennis won his first international cap in a friendly against Italy. This was the first of his 39 appearances so far for Holland, an international career that has taken him to all corners of the world. The 1992 European Championships brought him to international football's attention, and we sensed already that checkbooks were opening at football stadia outside his native country. In 1993, Holland played a crucial World Cup qualifying game against England at Wembley. While some of his colleagues were now entering the twilight of their careers, for Dennis, this was the perfect stage on which to show his true worth. What an impressive lineup that is. Bergkamp, Gullit, De Boer, Rijkaard. Bergkamp, chased by Des Walker. Great pace by Des Walker, biting in there. Still Walker sticking with Dennis Bergkamp. That will be a key clash.
Bergkamp.
England still in command. Oh, until now, Bergkamp! Good save, Chris Woods. Vital goalkeeping. Bergkamp away from Des Walker. That explosive pace. Good stop, Chris Woods. Brave goalkeeping. Miss Bergkamp. Johnny Bosman's head down, Rijkaard! And again Woods called on, and England looking shaky now. Gascoigne. Rijkaard caught him in possession. Jan Wouters. The Dutch captain wants it back again. Wouters. Bergkamp, lovely run. Bergkamp! Oh, the supreme finish! It was delicious. And England have had their chips. Wouters and Bergkamp together there. Wouters the first chip, and then the second. And that was scintillating. Back home, and time for the 1993 Dutch Cup final between Ajax and Heerenveen. It was clear by this stage of his career that Dennis would be leaving Holland to play in Italy. The Ajax fans were resigned to losing one of their all-time favourites. First, there was a Dutch Cup final to win. Bergkamp, Pedersen forward of him. De Jong is beaten by the turn. Bergkamp waiting in the middle, Pedersen there, De Jong away. Now Wim Jonk, who can strike them from a distance. Wim Jonk! And easily saved by Svager in the Heerenveen goal. Red shot for the underdogs. And still, and just wide of Van der Sar's goal. The ball with the corner. Davies arrives! And Ajax has scored! The free run and the free header. Here's Overmars then for Ajax. So fleet of foot. Duisburg, the fullback. Oh, beaten. Lovely run by Overmars into the box. Swagger comes out. It's blocked. Davies on hand. And Bergkamp. And off the bar. From Dennis Bergkamp. And a Bain. But big Tammer. Held it up well. And Shat. Good stop by the keeper. It's out. It's in. It's in. Red Stoppers hammered in the rebound. For Hernandez, the underdogs. They look for Bergkamp again, dragged down, was he? Inside that penalty area by De Jong. How many times has that happened to Dennis Bergkamp? Bergkamp running with De Jong, the marker. Tugs his shirt, definitely there. And look at the hand around the ankle. That has to be a spot kick. How can De Jong claim his innocence there? De Boer with the corner kick. And Overmars. And Overmars! It's a screamer from Mark Overmars! Ajax in overdrive. Dimyonk from the back. Oh, that's a lovely burst by Bergkamp, clean through. Bergkamp rounds the keeper, Swagger, and somehow it's away. Davies. Here's Vink. Oh, that's a beautiful run by Peterson. Peterson in here. Peterson. Pitter, patter. Peterson. Pedersen. Ajax. Bergkamp. Again, he's putting De Jong on all sorts of pressure. And still Dennis Bergkamp. And such strength from Bergkamp. They're looking so much stronger now, aren't they, Ajax? Bain flagging a wee bit. Bergkamp's pulled off his man again. Oh, beautiful ball, Overmars! Overmars scored it, but it was made by Dennis Bergkamp. In his last season at Ajax, his loyal supporters added the Player of the Year award to his Dutch Cup final medal. And at his last game against Utrecht, he received an emotional farewell from a devoted Dutch crowd. Vink's calling for it. Bergkamp on the edge of the penalty area. Bergkamp, and that's what everyone wanted to see. Dennis Bergkamp, could it be his last goal for Ajax? What a marvellous finish to a marvellous career. And the crowd rises as one as Dennis Bergkamp takes his farewell from Dutch football. Arrivederci Ajax. Buongiorno Italian football. In February 1993, Dennis signed for Inter Milan in a combined transfer deal which also took countryman Wim Jonk to Italy. The total price tag was £15 million. The Italian fans were ready to welcome the pair with their renowned passion for the game, and Dennis was looking forward to playing in Serie A.
Vi regalare molta gioia e entusiasmo a tutti I tifosi dell'Inter.
Like so many before him, Dennis found the going tough in Italy and took time to find his feet in the most difficult of leagues for goal scorers. In his first season, he scored 8 times in 30 appearances, while simultaneously playing a vital role for the national team in the World Cup qualifying games. In the following 93-94 season, he scored only 3 times during 21 games for Inter. it looks as if it's going to be Bianchi to go off and Dennis Bergkamp to come on then. There's Inter look for that, something special. Leading 1-0, but they need a little bit of spice. Indeed, it is Bianchi who has gone off. Seno with the throw-in. Picked up by Bergkamp. His first touch of the game, and it brings a foul. Still really yet to win over the Inter fans, Dennis Bergkamp. Berti. Bergkamp arriving, Dennis Bergkamp. Second touch was poor, and Pastine, the Torino goalkeeper, easily saves. Bergkamp juggles, and Ruben Sosa. Dennis Bergkamp again, entering control. Need the final flourish, and not like that. Far too long, Dennis Bergkamp's cross, goal kick. Can Torino come back here? Oh, Bergkamp. Well, that's an attacker trying to do a defender's job. Not too clever. And he knows it. Clumsy more than anything else, Dennis Bergkamp with a challenge. But danger here for Inter. Away. Bergkamp, a high hoist. And Gary Owen, they call that in rugby union. And there's something desperate about Inter's defending, just to clout it away. Bergkamp again, though. Sosa. Up a chance! And just wide. Torino chase the game. Away. Once more. Seno. Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Bergkamp still. Bergkamp! The strength was magnificent. The finish was clinical. 2-0 to Inter with moments to go. His first goal of the season, and Dennis Bergkamp winning over the fans now with that sort of flourish. Such poise, he looked and drilled it beyond the goalkeeper's outstretched hands. Seno there congratulating him. Well, that's what they've waited for, to see that sort of finish from Dennis Bergkamp. The Inter fans behind the Inter goal. Marvellous finish from Dennis Bergkamp. But Dennis decided it was time to have that passport stamped again. And despite fierce competition, Arsenal and new manager Bruce Rioch won the chase. Bergkamp landed in London, and although the turnout of fans was less in number than in Italy, the North London supporters were excited at the club's new £7.5 million signing.
I'm pleased to be able to confirm that some of your stories were correct, and that we have signed Dennis Bergkamp today.
So, is it time for the travelling to stop?
Ja, zo is het ook. Je denkt, ja, de laatste keer dat ik dat gezegd heb, dan blijf je het ook menen. Dat meen ik ook. Maar ja, als je op een gegeven moment toch over dingen na gaat denken. En, ja, wat ik al in de persconferentie ook zei, voor mij toch wel belangrijke redenen. Dan moet je er gewoon een punt achter zetten.
Maar daar wil je nog niet over praten?
Nee, ik denk dat ik nou, zoals vandaag is het veel fijner om vooruit te kijken, denk ik.
Dennis Bergkamp, easily one of the most exciting international players of recent times, will display his skills in the English Premier League. Fans over here can look forward to watching in the flesh one of the fastest, most exciting goal-getters around today. And Arsenal's gunners can at last look forward to Boom Boom Bergkamp, firing them into an explosive future.